Good morning, guys. Shout out to, is it Silas, to Luke, Hin, Mura, Tacos, Hen, Goat, and Votive. Hey, Adrian, haven't been seeing Ultimate Leos in the matches. Do I know why? Yes, the Ultimate Leo isn't that great. That's the reason why. I know oftentimes, when players see like so-and-so has an ultimate, he must be paid to win or whatever. Sometimes that isn't the case, especially when it comes to like ultimates. There are some ultimates, for example, which, while they might be stronger than like the regular version, that doesn't mean that all of a sudden it becomes meta, Leo can be, the ultimate Leo that is, can be a bit of a hit and miss. It's a bit of a wild card. Sometimes it can do decent, but you're not going to see like consistent results if you compare it to something like, say, I don't know, a Teth. A Teth or a Rex or a Dux even, for that matter. Hey, Chef. Okay, so hold on a second here. Before we get started, make sure to hit that thumbs up, especially if you enjoy Dream Hangars. So I do have a comment up on the screen. This one, I don't know if, is it Salamiboi? Interesting name. I don't know if they're in the chat, but we will be covering their hangar. I did leave them a message or a comment. They didn't reply, so I'm not sure if they got it. But we will be running the Lynx, the Kaji, the Blaze, Rex, Teth, Gothic, Mars, Princeps, and then using the Frederick and the Stealther. Okay, so we're going to be running those. Let me just go back here. That should be kind of interesting. I haven't run the Mars in like ages. I don't really see that many Mars around, but you know what? I mean, that's usually a sign. I'll actually give you a tip on how you know whether, what you're running works or not in Champion. So one way to tell, if you go to like if you're wondering, you might have a meta build, but you're kind of wondering like, is it going to work or not? One way to do it is to go into the Legend League. And then you can see like what the players are running, like generally. Okay, so this will give you an idea of like the meta. So like you see a lot of, we're starting to see more Annexos because it's hard to kill them. But yeah, you start seeing a trend. And if you don't see the build that you think is very overpowered, there's a reason for that. It's because it's been outclassed by whatever these guys are running. Now you could go down like, I think it goes down all the way to 100, right? Or did they extend it? Yeah, down to 100. Let's just see what this guy's running. Yeah, it's what you see here is going to be similar to what you see right at the top. And it kind of filters and it trickles all the way down through the leagues. And yeah, that's kind of how the metas are formed. You still have your ultimate Destria? Yeah, you can get kills with it. It can be challenging, but that's what makes it fun. Okay, so yeah, let's take a look at this hangar. Okay, so we've got the Lynx with Screamers. I am actually kind of curious to see how this performs because I do have a Lynx on my baby account and I'm trying to find, other weapons to upgrade for this. So I guess it kind of is going to be interesting to see how this ends up working out. Do we want to go with this one or should I go with Kestrel? Let's go with Kestrel. I think I might have a couple of Seekers on, like in this hangar. I don't want to run all the same. Okay, so those are the pilot skills. And then we have the Kaji here with Leodari, Hippo, and the gas. We're going to be running the Kacho drone. Hey, Dark Sun. And then we have the Rex with Hippo and Mirix. Interesting. You're running Freedom Hussar. This is on your Mars? Oh, so you update or upgraded the Mugi with the Discipline and the Smite. Yeah, so those kinds of weapons, it's very hard to hit like fast moving targets especially, or the other thing is robots that have a very small profile, although I'm not sure if it really matters. That part matters too much now. I just realized I got two I got two Seekers here. Should we change this? Maybe put like, let's put a bull drone on here or something. I don't want to run I don't want to run a hangar where I'm using like too many of the same drones, for example. So we can see how this does. Although I have a feeling this might... Oh wait, why do I have a bull drone on here? I have no idea why I put a bull drone on this thing. Oh, I think I was like messing around with drones and then I got distracted and I didn't finish this build. Yeah, how many Seekers did I have? I'm just looking. Okay, we gotta mix that up. Wait, did they mention bull drone? Why do I have a bull? No, they didn't. I have no idea why. Oh, I think I was like messing around with different builds. Yeah, that doesn't actually make any sense. I don't know why I put that on there. Let's run. We're gonna go with the Reviver. There's actually quite a few drones that I can put on this thing, but let's just run with that. Okay, so we've got the Mirix and the Hippo on this one. Repair Amplifier, Last Stand. Oh, there's Salamiboi. Did you see my message? I put a message under your comment. Yeah, there were actually quite a few. Or actually, wait, I could put a bull drone on here. Do I want to do that? Thing is, I've been seeing a lot of low keys and I kind of need to deal with them. Let's just... two Arbiters and two Vinciers. I think... What do you have current? Well, let me just go through your hangar here first, and then I will comment on that. So we got Fainter. Why do I have... Man, I must have really been distracted last night when I was building this. Okay, so... Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we got the Gothic Fainters on here. We got the Seeker, and then we have the Captain Clyde. Oh, I think I know what happened. Yeah, I got distracted. I had to do so. I was like focusing on something else, and then I forgot to finish building the hangar here with the pilot skills, because I remember I was going through the pilot skills. Okay. Let's just see. So we got that. Do we want to put... Yeah, let's just keep it. This one I may want to change, the foolhardy. Do we want to go with Deft? Yeah, let's just do the Deft Survivor. A lot of times, actually, the Deft Survivor, Clever Survivor skills are pretty good. And the good thing about those pilot skills, you don't have to upgrade it like the other pilot skills, where you have to get it to T4. Hey, DeSantis. Hey, Robert. Working. Oh. Make sure you stay safe there, Robert. Working in a really rough neighborhood? Yeah, that doesn't sound too good. So what, in other words, danger pay, right? Okay, so Salamiboi, you said, wait, what did you say? Vince, hold on. Let me just read the chat here. Where is your comment? 2 arbiters and 2 Vinciers. Okay, so let's... I mean, I can... You want me to run the other one? Let's run the other one, and then we'll circle back to this one. We'll see how this performs first. Hold on, let me just go through everything here. So we got the Void and Chasm. We've got Titan Nuclear Amplifier. I'm actually going to run the Cannibal Reactors on here just to kind of see how it does. This can work. The only thing is with this one, you have to trigger it first, which means that your Titan's durability has to drop, which may not be too bad. You know, the Vinci, or at least, yeah, maybe let's try this. Let's try this. When it comes to Princeps, the health does drop, but you have the shield, so I will have it activated, which isn't too bad. But if you're worried about getting killed, then you probably don't want to run that. Better to run the Cannibal Reactor. User 33 likes. Thank you, guys. How many do we have? 88? Ooh, maybe we can try to get to 100. Okay, so hold on. Let me just let's just scroll this here so that you guys can take screenshots if you need to, especially Salamiboi. He runs a Chasm Void. Yeah, this build can work. I think it can work. If you can get close enough, that is. Depends on the map too, right? I mean, if you land on a larger map, like Canyon map, I don't know about this. Like, so the trick then is to see if you can get as close to the enemy as possible. Once you get close, though, I think it can be very deadly. Okay, so we have a choice between the Frederick and we have a choice between the Stealther, which, I mean, Salamiboi, I don't know which one you want me to run with. We could mix it up. What do you guys think? Should we go Stealther? Should we go Frederick? I'll let you guys in the chat, or at least Salamiboi, if you're in the chat still. Even the pets are armed. That's funny. Oh, you got a level? Okay, let's go with that. Let's go with the Stealther. Let's go. I'm using, this is what I'm using for the turrets, okay? Okay, so we're gonna try out this hangar. For those of you who aren't aware what Dream Hangars is, so you guys, or my viewers, I should say, submit their Dream Hangar. This could be something that you're building towards, or it could be a theme. It doesn't have to be, you know, what you have in your hangar now. It might be maybe like jumping robots or like stealth robots or whatever. You can do that. 5 different robots, which in this case we have 5. And all you do is you kind of post like what weapons or what setup you would like to run. And then what I do is I rebuild it. Okay, so I've rebuilt it. Everything is maxed out here. And we're going to try to see where the weakness is. And, you know, once we find that weakness, I'm going to try to see if I can optimize the build, which helps you because if you are building towards something and it's not really that great when it's maxed out, good to know beforehand. This way you can kind of divert your resources to something else that actually does work. So yeah, that's the whole purpose of Dream Hangars. Let me just go back to that. Actually, let me just put that screen up. Speaking of which, if you are purchasing anything through the web shop, I do have a creator code, Adrian Chong, without any spaces, and that goes towards supporting the channel so that I can continue to do War Robots content like Dream Hangars. Let me just drop in here. Let's start with this. There was a hacker that using help. That tends to be a very popular setup. So I'm just looking to see where my teammates are going. If I have strong teammates, they will usually go straight to center, which they are. Oh, we have a low. Wait. Yeah, we have a low key. Oh no, he's gonna need some help. Yep. We've got a Teth. Just gonna get onto the beacon here because I do not. Oh shoot! I did not see. Man, guys, you gotta get onto the beacon. Quick, 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 quick. We don't have anyone there. Yeah, we don't have anyone there. Oh gee, that's not good. Oh boy. I'm just gonna use my stealther here. Thing is, I can't kill this guy. Oh, actually, wait. Oh, we got him. I'm actually honestly surprised. I thought I was gonna be cooked. You gotta be careful of this guy. But I think when the Simugi lands, we might be able to lock him down. Is he within range? No, he's not. Oh, I locked him. Oh. Okay, he's down to his last stand. That's the main thing. I was trying to get him down to his last stand so he can't keep flying around and doing the teleports. Last thing we need is a whole bunch of tests to come this side. Okay, I don't want to put my turret down, otherwise it's going to charge him up. Ooh. Is that the guy? Oh, I think I'm hitting him. Yo. Those orbital strikes hurt. Yikes. Oh my. Holy gee, they still firing. Honestly, these weapons aren't too bad. I was expecting far worse. Am I the only one? What do we have back here? Ugh. Ooh. Let's see if we can try to deal. Oh, gee, we have a lot of stuff here. Let's just go there. Wait, how did I kill him? I wasn't even facing the guy. Why can't I move? Ugh. Yo! Oh, I didn't see this guy. Actually, this is good. We can kill him. No! Oh! Yes! Yes, we got him. It's funny, we got the annexer with the... Oh, oh! We got him with the Teth. Yo! Wait a minute. Do we have someone?
Launch confirmed. Manual control engaged.
Honestly, that Teth actually did pretty good. Yeah, these guys are they're gonna be charging this way. I'm gonna have to defend here. Thing is, okay, we're getting those beacons perfect. Yeah, when you're playing domination, you don't have to worry too much about the platform because remember, you can
Field up. Try to break through, scum.
Oh my gosh. I just got EMP'd.
Field up. Try Try to break through, scum.
There's a guy behind me too. Shoot. Oh, I got him. Get him! Oh, shield. Ooh, that came just in time. That came just in time. I think we're gonna. Thing is, we need beacons here. Oh. Oh. I knew that I was gonna be in trouble there because I was being attacked by 2 Titans, but I had to defend the platform. I didn't want to give that up. Oh, you know what? Let's see. We can. Yeah, we got a couple of Titans there. Wait, is he gonna? I think he wants me to go. I don't think we're gonna win this. Oh, come on, no. Yep, I'm toast. Hey, Lucas. I'm gonna have to push. We need more beacons. Yeah, 4 versus 5. They have more players, but they also have more beacons. Yeah, we've lost. There's no ways. I'm looking at all the beacons changing. They have a lot more players than we do. Hey, Rust. They still do decent damage? You mean the fainters? I was expecting it to actually do like far worse. But we held up pretty decent. I'm just putting up that screen in case you're wondering like what hangar are we testing. It almost feels like you're the one playing, but you don't have MK3. Yeah, a lot of times, so players think when they have MK3 or like meta, they're gonna win. No, actually not. You might win more games, maybe, possibly. It depends on your teammates. But the thing is, the game knows when you're winning too much, and then it puts you with like, I don't say bad players, more like players that don't go for beacons. I mean, they will have the hangars and, you know, they have the levels, but they don't go for beacons, and then you're like battling one-man army kind of thing going on. The Mars is a walking kill. I mean, we survived, kind of. It's gonna be interesting when it comes to the second half of the stream, because I'm gonna go in and try to optimize this. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get to center, but we need that beacon quick. I always try to go for the beacons quickly. This way, if it comes down to like end game, that beacon bar is gonna give us a bit of an edge. Even if it's a couple of seconds, you might not think. What is this? Wait, is that a Teth? That Loki's going straight for our... Uh-oh. I did not see this guy. Come on. Okay, we got him. Ugh. Try to use my stealth. That Lynx build is gonna need help. Don't get off the beacon, dude. What else is here? So wait, my whole team was here. We have one guy fighting for his life right now. Yeah, this is not. I'm not gonna get into center with this. This isn't even a brawler. Hey, you're up. Yeah, I'm not. The thing is also my whole team is sitting on the platform here. You notice? How many of my team? 1, 2, 3, 4. Just gonna get some of them. Might as well. My team is still over here. Yep. Why is he shooting me? I'm just spamming these shots here. Yeah, we need to get into. So you see what red team's doing? They don't even need to go anywhere. They just hold down center and they'll win. Because at some point we have to get beacons. We're not gonna have a beacon bar left. They're just gonna push. I think they're just gonna push here. Okay, there we go. Ugh. Nope, I'm gonna be cooked. Yep. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get through my hangar quickly because I don't want to be the last person on my team. Usually when you are playing like this, one of the things that you learn for survival, make sure that you are not the last player, because if they get into your spawn, you're not going to get your damage in. We can try to move this way. I did activate my my stealth there. There we go. We've got a guy moving to the left. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna have to stay here because we don't have anyone, and this guy's coming in with his Atlas. Commander, launch confirmed. Yep, my whole team's still here. Engaged. Get out of the way. Oh boy. I wanted to go to center, but nope. At least I was one of the first to get killed, because now my team since they're all at the back, they're all gonna get spawn raided. They're gonna drop in. It's gonna be instant death. I think they're figuring it out now. That's why they're all hiding. Well, let's just go on to the next game. I know you guys are gonna say I could have played the Princeps differently, but the thing is, I move in. Because what they had there, they had more range, and I was just going to get pummeled. I need to get close in order to do that damage with the Princeps, and if I can't get close, then it's either you do some damage or you get no damage in at all. Hey, Warrior. Are ice rockets still good for regular bots, or are you talking about for Titans? Hey, Jay. I believe I actually got a kill with this. We're gonna get slaughtered here. Oh! Just trying to get onto this beacon here so they don't change it straight away. You don't think the spears do much? Yeah, they don't really... Well, I haven't run it recently, so I shouldn't say that. Just move forward. We've got an annexer here in front of me. He's right above us. There we go, we got him. Just waiting for his shield to wear off there. Wait, what the? What the heck just happened? Wait, what? Is there a hacker on my team or something? You guys see how that guy moved? That was weird. What the? I have no idea what just happened. That was weird.
Get out of the way.
Ugh. Push him once, push him twice. We can. There we go. I want to watch behind him. Line him up. Oh no! That would have got him. Oh, come on. He used the stealther on me. Was an archer? Yeah, I didn't see that. Ooh, I don't know if that's gonna save me. I'm in stealth, but I think he can still hit me. I was just more trying to get this beacon back. I'm just not getting off the beacon because he has to turn it. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that player moving really fast. I was like, wait a minute, because I didn't see an arch or anything. I was wondering how he moves so quick. Whoa. My name was, yeah, that's my other account. That's my personal account. I haven't used that account in quite a while though. Mars with the ultimate. Yeah, so I'm not going to optimize by putting ultimate stuff because chances are Salamiboi doesn't have it. So I have to kind of resort to what might be in the workshop or what is currently kind of being given out in events. So that's, yeah. Oh, shoot. We have already started. What the? Wait. Does this guy have? Yeah. Wait, there's someone in our spawn. Wait, what does this guy have? That guy was, he was gonna, that's a scorpion there, right? That guy, yeah, that's a scorpion. He was hunting me. So if you know there's a guy that's in like a scorpion or like a Shenlo, you always want to keep your distance. Dude, look at all the low keys. I'm just lining my weapons up. I can kill him like that. I don't need quantum radar. You just need to line up. As long as you are low enough to the ground, you can kill them. Where's this guy in? Oh! Whoa, we actually got a... Wait, what? Oh, hi. He didn't even bother with me. Wait, his buddy's gonna spawn back here. The sword unit. Whoa, we got a godlike. Oh shoot, where'd he come from? What goes up must come down. Yes! Honestly, I'm kind of impressed. I thought this wasn't going to do that well. Wait, what's this guy in? What is that? Drive-by shooting. He's looking at me. He's like, wait, we might get a kill here. Oh, shoot. Oh. Not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting to have that kind of run with it. Oh, sorry, I was reading the chat. The Captain Hook pilot. I mean, that was kind of decent with that one. Okay, so this is going to be the last game before we optimize things. I'm just kind of getting a feel for this hangar, where we could improve on. Other growlers, the last time I tested, they were decent. I'm not sure about now, because I don't know if they got nerfed. High attitude. Okay, let's start with the Mars here. I mean, the damage for this isn't that bad. I don't know, maybe I was expecting like far worse. He's got Seeker on there. Maybe what I should do is... Ah! So. My teammates doing all the damage. I let them deal with him. You know, sometimes you have to do that, especially if you don't have that strong of a hanger. I need my turret here. Dude, there's so many Lokis. What the heck is going on? Loki paradise. Oh, we got a kill. Nice. Wait, there's someone else here behind us. Whoa! That was, I believe that was a Rex. Uh-oh. I need my turret. Help! Help! Oh! My turret's getting him. Oh shoot, it's not enough. Ugh. I think we're gonna change the weapons on that Mars. Yeah, we're definitely gonna... Whoa, what the... Okay, you know what? Let's go for this other beacon here. Go for the easy beacons if we can, because we're definitely down on beacons. Wait, they got a sniper back there. I'm gonna try to see if I can get to that sniper quickly. So I'm gonna need at least 2 charges. I do have a stealth. Okay, let's see if we can get to him. Oh, wait, might have to activate that. Come on, teleport. This guy didn't even shoot me. He's like right next to me. Hello. Wait, was this the luchador that was next to me? I think it was. Ugh. I'm trying to steal their beacons. Get it? I turned it white. Ugh. Oh shoot.
Commander, launch confirmed. Manual control engaged.
Pushing back. Don't know how I'm gonna get. Oh, gee. Oh. Okay, that's a problem. I can't get out of this mess. I'm gonna be cooked here. Ooh. Get him out. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Oh. I don't have any teammates. Wait, what the? Don't ask me what just happened. My whole team decided to leave. We only have 2 players all of a sudden. Ugh. I got blinded. Oh, gee. Ugh. Let's go this way. You were wondering why? Yeah, Princeps, I mean, you can brawl with it sometimes, but you saw, like, in that situation, I had, like, 2 Titans shooting my left. I had a luchador in front of me. You're not going to survive. Good luck with that. Okay, so now we're gonna go in and we're gonna try to optimize this hangar with what we have here. So when I optimize, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change, like, possibly the weapons, possibly the drones, and maybe even the mothership. Okay, so we're gonna try to make this a lot stronger than, like, the games we just played. Okay, so let's see what we're gonna do here now. So we have Leodari at our disposal. We could use that, but I'm gonna try something else here. Your head is so foggy. Oh, you haven't recovered? Hey, Joel. Actually, wait. I got another idea. Thing is, I already got the weapons on there. Okay, so you know what we're gonna do is I was thinking of putting these weapons on the Kaji because those weapons actually do work. This one I felt was kind of lacking, like, damage wise. It was lacking. This one's also lacking. Okay, so this one, what we're going to do is I'm going to run... I don't know if I should run Seeker on here. Yeah, you know what? Let's use... Yeah, let's use this. We're going to go the full... We need more damage output with this one. I actually find having the hippo on here I don't actually quite like the way that it syncs with the Murex. I think running a full build like this is a lot stronger. I also don't like the magnetars on here. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the magnetars on this thing. I think Shredders is stronger. Wait a minute. What happened to my... Oh. Shredders on Rex? Yeah, that can work too. I mean, I could just run the full blast shotguns on here, but I'm going to use the... I'm thinking of using the Shredder because sometimes, you know, you want to lock players down. This one I actually want to try. I want to try another build here. I don't know if this is going to be necessarily stronger, but I could potentially see the value in it. I just want to try it out and see how it does. This is also a bot that I don't think I would want to keep running for too long because, I mean, when you got things like a Teth, the probability of me getting damage in with like these two bots here, the Rex and the Teth, is a lot higher. So this is more just like to delay the enemy, to lock them down so that my teammates can deal with them. And then once I've kind of gone through that, I really want to drop in with these if I haven't yet done so. Okay, so this one we had, what was it, Vincia and Arbiters or something? Okay. Let's see how that, I'm pretty sure this should perform better because Princeps, you want to really keep your distance if possible. There might be some games where you can brawl with it and you can get away with it. But you got to keep in mind that you're thinking if it's maxed out. If you're not maxed out, your Princeps is going to die very quickly, even if it's maxed out. Okay, so let's see if we can try to get this to work here. I'm just looking at the weapons to make sure that we diversified. Okay. I actually want to try Frederick on here. Okay, let's see if this does a bit better than the games we've just played. What about Discordia? I haven't actually tried it. I'm sure it will work because it's more of a mid-range build. I also did a video on the Basilisk and the Crate, so that might be another option too. Okay, this is going to be kind of tricky. So there's a number of ways I can start here. I mean, I do have... I just want to... I was gonna go help my teammate there, but we don't have anyone down at the bottom. We have two guys racing to the same beacon. And we've got company over there too. Oh boy. He's gonna probably teleport to my teammates. Wait, where'd that guy go? Did we kill him? This guy's just running beacons. Oh, that guy can see me. He's got Seeker or something, right? No, he doesn't. Someone else had. Trying to lock this guy down here. Lock these guys down for my teammates. There we go. It's more just about locking them down. If I can lock them down, they can't advance quickly. Thing is, we got no beacons. I think I locked him too. Nope. He got locked again. I need to ditch this. Okay, we've got only 2 weapons here. I'm gonna ditch this. See if I can get out of here quickly. Also heal up here. Try to lock as many of them down. Okay, let's push. I'm gonna push the right side. So you see how all the red players are on the left? And you see that you want to go for the weak beacons. So we're going to push. We're going to go this way. And what it's going to do is it's going to drag them. They're going to realize that this beacon's being attacked. And they're going to move this side. I don't know what that is. I'm going to lock him down. There we go. So I was asking earlier, why don't we see more Ultimate Leos? There's your answer. He got wiped out by a Teth. What is this? I'm gonna get hit by this guy. He can use a choke ability on me. 800 meters, he can still use it. Yep. Just in case. I can't get close enough to this guy here. There's a guy over here that's gonna kill me.
Get out of the way.
You didn't know pilots have voices? They started introducing it with... Which one was it that they introduced? I think it was the Leo. Leo and Nuo, right? Or was it one before that? Might have been. Just trying to get onto this beacon here. Oh. Wait, did he have Seeker? How did he see me? Hey, Brandon. Oh, couldn't get to him. Too many of them. The Sam Stone event. Oof, that was ages ago. You can't keep up with the meta. I think the reason also why players fall behind when it comes to the meta is because they focus on too many things. They all fall into the same trap. I mean, I could even give you a quick demonstration of what usually they do. At least this way you know not to do it. Because if you fall into that trap, you will always fall behind. Once you understand it, you can actually catch up very quickly. The explosive. We could also try the jaw. So I'll show you what this is what a lot of the newer players do. So let's just say, yeah, we can use this hangar as an explanation. So what happens is, let's just assume that all of this is low level, okay? Maybe it's like MK2 or whatever. So what would happen is a player, you know, like they're trying to, I don't know, they're trying to get like new bots. Let's just say they get an Amit, and this is their hangar, it's all MK2. So what they then start doing is they don't focus on the hangar that they have. They focus on the Amit. So they start upgrading the Amit, and they start putting in their resources into the Amit because they see that it's like overpowered, right? So they chase. And then what happens is the next update, they nerf the Amit, or maybe they nerf what this player has currently in their hangar. And so what they do is they start putting even more resources into the Amit because that hasn't been nerfed. And because they've neglected the bots that they actually did have, that they could have just kept on leveling up, they chase the next meta. So they keep chasing and chasing. What they're actually doing is they're burning through all their gold, their silver, their specialization, the module chips, the upgrade tokens, and then the ammo gets nerfed. So they get thrown all the way back. So what they should have actually done, was to just focus on what they had in their hangar and build it up. Don't chase. Focus on what you have. Focus on the weapons that you have and build up your weapons. Then when you win a bot and your hangar's pretty developed, then you switch if you have to. By taking your own time, what you're actually doing is it allows you to skip metas. And I know players will find it hard to hard to see these things, but do you ever wonder, like, so my baby account, do you ever wonder why it does as well as it does? You notice how, like, I'm not really chasing. I want a lot of new bots. Like, I have like a Nuo, a Leo, I have all those things, which I could, theoretically, if it was the same level as the bots that I have now, it would be stronger. But you notice how I'm not chasing. So what I actually end up doing is I end up skipping metas. This is how I catch up. Like, I could be gone for 2 months. I could come back and I'd catch up a lot faster than you realize. A lot of players fall into that trap. Your wallet won't be happy. It's not even about, wallet here. Because, like, my baby account is 100% free. I'm just trying to explain it to players because they all fall into the same trap. They all do it, and they get really, like, I don't know why they get angry at me for whatever reason, but really, I think it's more they want to blame someone because they don't want to take responsibility for their own actions. And it's easier to just blame someone. But trust me on this, like, take your time, build your hangar like what you have. And I think also it's just maybe, like, a lot of the times that players, they want something new, so they get it and then they level it up and they get bored and then they keep doing that. But that's the thing. When you keep hopping from one bot to the next, and next, you're actually burning up all your resources, which you could have actually put into an older bot, believe it or not, and it would be stronger than if you had a hangar that was like mediocre, but you had the latest stuff. You'd be surprised. You were gone for about two years, and were you able to catch up? What about free-to-play power cell management? So the thing is, the reason also why my baby account, well, there's two main reasons why the baby account has so many power cells. One of the reasons is because I don't really play on that account much, so it actually accumulates power cells more than I actually burn up. That's one of the reasons. The second reason is because my bots are so low level, I adjust my active module based on that. So for example, when most are using unstable conduit and advanced repair, I'm not using that. I'm actually using the basic repair unit. So when they are burning through their power cells, they're burning through their power cells at a faster rate than what I am. If that makes sense. So like you're burning through 40, I'm only burning through 20. So it might not seem like much to you, but could you imagine how that ends up being after like say like 10 games, the difference? So wait, these guys did not go for their beacon. Ooh. You don't even use power cells. Yeah, I don't really need to use it. A lot of times players feel like they have to do it because it's like, pay to win. It's like they need like an excuse. Can't get within range of this guy. I'm trying to lock. Trying to lock that guy. Thing is, we've as I say, we've actually lost all our beacons here. This guy doesn't know what's going on. Oh man, I got blinded too. We're gonna be able to see this guy, right? Where is this guy? Oh, I locked him. He's almost dead. What is that? I just killed something. He's gonna kill me. That's okay. That actually did a lot better than I thought it was gonna do. I'm just looking to see where the weight of the game is. Like, is there more red players on the left side or more on the right? I don't want to fire at these guys because then they're gonna know that I'm here. Ugh. There's a guy right over here. I'm taking out their support here. Can we lock him? Let's just do that. We were able to lock him, so that's good.
Commander, launch confirmed. Manual control engaged.
Gotta focus on that guy. Trying to push him off that beacon there so that he doesn't get it. We need to get to this left side here. Gotta lock him down.
Get out of the way.
I need help from my teammates. Guys, where are you? I can't do this alone.
Get out of the way.
I'm gonna, yeah, yep.
Not today.
Wait, we had a Newton. Oh, he could have helped me. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get here. Nah, he's watching. He knows. I think he's going to end up killing me here. Dude, they still have Titans. I shot him. He's gonna kill me. Oh wait, never mind. Oh my gosh. Wait, what the? I killed him? Yeah, I thought that we wouldn't kill him. I'm gonna die to this other guy. He's got all his mines here. What the? I killed him with this. Where's my teammates? What are they doing back there? Wait, they gave up that beacon too? Oh. I tried, guys. Probably a low level. I don't know. I wasn't expecting that. He was there, and then I was like, there's no way. And then all of a sudden, I turn around. Well, actually, it said Titan Slay. I was like, wait, what? Kaji mines are a menace. Who was it? I don't know. We can take a look. I don't know which one, who it was. Okay, let's try something else on here. I think even if it was a low level Eiffel, that's kind of crazy that I was able to kill him with that. So I don't know if you guys noticed something. You know the argument where players feel like they need meta and it needs to be maxed out to win. I don't know if you noticed the last couple of games we've actually been coming first. And it's not like we have like a full meta hanger here. You want to know the reason why? Is because I'm pushing beacons. So it's not, it kind of makes you wonder. So if that is the case, then maybe you don't need to focus on the meta all the time. Maybe it doesn't, like even though I know I'm maxed out, I'm pretty sure my teammates are close to maxed out, if not maxed out. It kind of puts things into perspective. Like then you realize that maybe you don't really need all that meta. Maybe you need to focus on your gameplay more, you know, get those beacons, defend, And if you can't defend, then let the ones that are on your team that have the equipment, let them defend and you go push the beacons. But it does kind of put things into perspective, is what I'm saying. I actually wanted to use the immune amplifier, but I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that. Okay, let's use this. The Friezo for the Mars. I'm not running freeze weapons though. So I think what players are going to start seeing, they're going to start seeing more players, well, around them, including themselves, get more of these weapons, because these weapons came out in the last update, which means we're going to see the drop rate. More and more players are going to start winning these weapons. So Leodari, Croco, Hippo. And then in the next update, they're going to start dropping even more. Okay, so that's why I'm putting it on my bots here, just so you can see. We're just going to throw this on here. This is just more to... In case you didn't know, these weapons charge up your mothership very quickly. Leodari, Croco, and the Hippo. Let's see, we can try to... Friezo is the drone. It gives you defense points if you have like the freeze effect, or I think it's suppression. So you could run Friezo on, say, like the Raker, you know, like the ultimate Raker, because you suppress them, so you get defense points. These guys are going to be pushing heavy on this right side here. Oh, man. Here they come. We got an assist. Got an annexer here. Oh, we almost killed him. Well, we almost killed that guy. Wait, he's here somewhere. Where is he? He's in front of us. Oh, we almost killed him again. No. Oh, we need to get... Yeah, he needs to go there quick. I got hit by orbital strike here. I couldn't put my mines there. Oh. Let's see, we can try to push this. I should have started with my Teth. There we go. Actually, you know what I noticed is that the Teth is very good at killing the annexer. Oh, shoot. Alright. Well, at least we know that the Teth is stronger. That's a huge improvement, actually. Wow. Actually hit him with my my orbital strike. Ugh. I was trying to decide who to hit there. I wanted to hit one of their Titans. We're in their spawn.
Control engaged.
Oof, got a lot of Titans on this side too. Trying to move this way, closer to my teammates. You know what I'm actually noticing too? I'm going to change the arrangement of my weapons. There's a guy on my left flank here. I'm gonna change my weapon so that the I'm gonna be flanked here.
Not today.
Is it the Vincia weapon? I'm gonna put it on the top. I'm looking at the placement. It's not optimal. There we go. Jamel, yes, that's what I'm gonna do. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I was looking at the placement. So all these things, you know, this is what the whole Dream Hangars is about. So you can see. There we go. I think we got this. They're not gonna win. You need 5. So you see how the beacon bomb? They have more players, but it doesn't matter because the amount of time they would need 5 beacons in like 2 seconds. Yep. This is why you push beacons. You got to push your beacons early because if you do that, if it comes down to the other team running full meta at the end of the game, they may not have enough time to turn things around. That's why if you push your beacons, you run the beacon bar down early. Yeah, we still did relatively well. You got to remember. So let's see what these guys are running. Yeah, see, look. Now you could argue, well, I'm running everything maxed out. If you look at what he's running, it's almost all maxed out. So you can't really use that argument where one is maxed out because theoretically, the one that has all the meta like this should be doing better, right? But look at damage wise, we're almost identical to that player. So this is where it comes into again. Like, see, look, they got a lot of meta here. If you look at what we're running. Okay, so we got a Teth and we got a Rex. I wouldn't really say Kaji is meta now. These three aren't. But because we optimized our hangar, it kind of makes you wonder. You can actually go a lot further without having to pay, like most think. The important part is that you get the right, right weapons for your bots, and you have the right pilot, the right drone, and the pilot skills, which matters a lot. Like, so, for example, on, like, even just on, like, this Lynx. Now, you could argue, well, you had a level 70 pilot. The thing is, you don't need a level 70 pilot. I could have gotten away with like a level 40 or a level 50 pilot. The main thing is you go for the skills that make the biggest difference, and you optimize it that way without going over budget or overspending. If you go to the baby account, you will notice that a lot of my pilots are all level 50 or under. I don't take them beyond that because I don't have the resources, and it's enough for what I need to do in order to accomplish, like in order to win games. So just trying to think, these weapons here, you can't really alternate it though, Jamel, because remember we got alpha, but ideally you want the veneer, you want to swap these out, because I noticed these weapons would have performed better being on the top than what we currently see. On your Leo with the Crocos. The Crocos are good because they charge up your mothership very quickly. You would use a Shion? We can try it. Hold on, let me just try. Let me swap it out. The Teth is doing a lot better, and it's kind of funny because what is the original? What do we have here? Kieran, Mirix, and Magnetars. Okay, so we it's funny, we actually got rid of the Mirix. We don't have the Kieran either. So we actually, in a way, downgraded, because the Kieran and the Mirix are like newer than what we have. Although I do have a Leodari here. So the Leodari is more just to kind of charge up the mothership very quickly. Won't matters if it dies with one shot. I find sometimes, I think those weapons don't register. I have a feeling that, they don't register damage. Because sometimes when I hit players and I'm looking at their health, I'm like, whoa, I didn't even scratch the paint. Like, I don't even see any health dropping or anything. Minos or Atlas, which one is better? Are we talking about Ultimate Minos or the regular Minos? If we're talking about the Ultimate is hands down a lot better. Just the EMP alone. That EMP alone is what could completely disable something like, the Amit. Like, they won't be able to use, or even the Ultimate Revenant. If you EMP with the the Ultimate Minos, they are toast. They can't use the ability for what, 8 seconds or something? Yeah, the EMP on the Ultimate Minos is something else. It's actually kind of crazy. I didn't think much of it at first until I got hit by that thing when I was playing. I was like, man, when am I going to be able to use my ability? It seems like forever when you're in a battle. It's like, man, how long is this EMP gonna last? Okay, let's see if we can try to... Wait, do these guys have a Teth? What is that? I'm trying to figure out what this guy has here. Oh, wait, there's someone in front of us. Maybe we can get this guy. Oh, shoot. I can't see. Oh, we almost killed him. You know what's funny is on that Lynx, I actually think the hammer weapons work better. This guy's moving across here. Oh, he shouldn't have fired. Yeah, I don't know if he should have fired like that. Oh my. Wait, was that most of the damage from me? Okay, so he got that beacon. That's good. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make my way across here. Oh boy. Here we go. These weapons, man, they do a lot of damage. I wasn't kidding when I put that on the ducks. Oh, shoot. Ugh. Ugh. The screamers, we did try the screamers. You have more range with it, but I actually think the hammer is stronger because that's one build that I was running on my baby account and it felt actually quite strong. I gotta try to see if I can move into center here. He's gonna jump soon. Why can't I move? Yeah.
Commander, launch confirmed. Manual control engaged.
I need to position myself maybe on this side. Wait for it, wait for it. There we go. And there we go. Bye. See ya. The timing, guys, the timing. Good thing I said too. I don't know if that was a good idea, dude. He's taking damage through the wall? Almost. Rage bait. We got 2 players into the gorge. So what I sometimes do is I like wait around here, because if they go across the pipe there, I push them. Gotta be careful, he might push me. So I gotta position myself this way. Ah! 2 players on the bridge. Gone. The Devastator's on. I did try that actually on my baby account. I tried the Devastators. I actually found the hammer was more effective. Wait a minute. Wait, that was a squad battle? What the? I wasn't even paying attention. Somehow I got thrown into a squad battle. Hi, Leonie. The thing is, I don't want to run too many blast shotguns here. What we could do. So I know this weapon just came out, but we can run the Basilius. The Redeemers? No, I wouldn't run the Redeemers. I can run... So I'll run the Hammers on here. We'll see how it does. But I know when... Like on my baby account, I ran the Hammers and it was actually performing better than like a lot of the other weapons. I mean, I might even argue that this might even do better than the Basilius. It really depends. Like to some players, they'll think I'm crazy, but... you know, when I was running things on the baby account, as like comparing it to like max level play, I was like, I think maybe even Hammers might do better. Hold on, I'm just gonna change shot grouping here quick before I drop into a game. That's the other trap that sometimes players fall into. Yeah, they get a new weapon and they think that it's just gonna do really well on every bot they put it on. Sometimes that isn't the case. Basilius. Jamel, I wouldn't run the full setup on a Teth. Because you will lose against someone who's running the Leodari weapons, because they will charge up faster than you will. So that's why I don't... Yeah, like if I run it, I will run like a hybrid build, but I won't run the full. Brissant? No, I wouldn't run Brissant. Okay, that guy's going there. I don't want to go to the same beacon. These guys are going to be attacking here on my right. What is this guy? What does this other guy have? Oh, shoot. That's what he had. I couldn't get in. I was wondering what they had because I saw 2 of them. Shoot, and I can't heal up either. What does he have on that thing? There we go. My teammates helped me now. I was like thinking, yeah, should have helped me earlier. Lost a bot for nothing. Oh, that's why we're in trouble. We got a guy firing. Oh my gosh. Is this Champion League? What the? I gotta move to the right. There's too many players on the left. So you don't want to, this is the other thing too. Strategy wise, you don't want to all go to same one side because it's easy for the enemy team to know where you are because you're all there. So they don't need to pay attention. That's why you notice the guy, this red player, he's doing what I wanted to do. Yep. My team's gonna be in trouble here. Ugh. Liadari Teth. Are we gonna get the heck is this guy running? Now he's got Sting. Oh, that's another player. Oh boy. Dude, I could be running a full meta hanger now. It wouldn't make any difference. When you got teammates like that, I don't know, man. He's gonna kill me. Yeah, I can't get...
Commander, launch confirmed. Manual control engaged. Try to break through, scum.
Wonder if I can push him back. Push him back for my teammates. There we go.
Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Damn, not today.
Wait, we had a... when Titans drop into... I don't want to go there. That one's a little bit too exposed. Just got to keep using. I locked him. Ugh. Last stand triggered. What the? He's got a Titan. Oh. Surely that can't be all of them. Can you replace it with Mogwan for the time being? Mace for which? Oh, for your Teth? Yeah, you can still run it. I'm just trying to optimize it so you know what to upgrade. Yeah, that Rex is very strong. Although I can like make that even stronger than the thing is we're using a damage mothership here, so I have to kind of be careful. But Frederick has its advantages. Like I was able to lock their campers down. I'm gonna run one more game because we didn't really get to see the Lynx. I mean, I got smoked straight away, but you got to remember I was bum rushed by 2 players. When that happens, it really doesn't matter. I could have been in a Teth, and if I wasn't careful, I would be dead. You know, you always got to put things into perspective, because I know sometimes players are like, see, you died, you were in a Lynx, it's a bad build, but they don't tell you that, you know, you got hit by 2-3 players at the same time. That's like me putting, for example, 3 ducks versus, I don't know, 1 Amit. So if the 3 ducks have all got shield breakers, how fast do you think that Amit's gonna die? You know, it's the same thing. Hold on, I want to see if my teammates go up top. No, they're not. Okay, we're gonna go up top here. Looks like we are going up against this squad, right? Oh no, he went down to the bottom. He should have stayed up top. Uh-oh. I think he should have stayed up top. Oh, wait, he's got Seeker on there. Yeah, he's gonna kill me. Yeah, I was like wondering, why was he able to see me? Oh shoot, these guys are in our spawn. Go after this guy first. I'll lock him down with that. Orbital strike. Wait, that didn't lock him? Okay, there we go. We locked him. Get him, guys. You know what? Actually, the Mars turret would be good against the status. It keeps triggering the shield until they don't have any more. Hey, look. It's actually helping. Who would have thought? What is that? What is that guy? What is that? I'm sending my turret right next to him. Let's see what it is. Whoa, what the? Guys, I just helped you get it back earlier. The heck is this guy running? Oh, he's got spears. Man, I just came from up top. Now we lost this beacon. He's gonna teleport. Yep, they're in your spawn now. Here we go, spawn raid incoming. Honestly, this build's doing a lot better than the other build we had. Oh my, look at that. Block this guy down before he gets to my teammates. There we go. What is this? Man, they got their Titans.
Commander, launch confirmed. Manual control in.
Get him off that beacon. This game's over, man. Position, position. He knows I'm gonna push him. I'm on cooldown. We lost the other beacon too. Push him, push him. I need another push. Another push. Another push. No, no, no. Ooh.
Get out of the way.
Oh, come on. No, why did the game have to end there? We had to see what happened. Oh, man. He was right there. Her status is annoying with the phase shift. Oh, we went up against a squad of 4. Yeah, I saw the tag. It must be like a leaderboard thing or something, the squad. Just floating. I just, you know what? I don't know if we would have killed him because he didn't have that much health left. If he survived it, I think he would have fallen into the gorge. Do they? No, I think it will still hit the shield. You're talking about this build, right? I think you're talking about this build. What did we have here? What was the original one again? Screamers. Yeah, this is a tough choice. So I think for this particular build, maybe Screamers is better. I mean, we had that one game. The only thing is, I don't like how slow it fires. I'm just trying to think like, in terms of like optimized version here. I think this is a lot stronger than the other one for sure. Okay, so we improved on the Mars. We improved on the Teth. The Rex is stronger having full Murex E-locks as well. I almost feel like with Kaji, you need to have more... I don't want to say range. The thing is, I don't want to push you into where you have too much range. I think this can work. This can work on the Kaji. Another option is to actually go full-on shield, which some players do as well. But, you know, they were doing that more because of the boom weapon. So I'm not sure if that kind of makes sense now. So I'm going to tell you what's good about this setup, because this is something that I ran into myself. It was really annoying to deal with the Kaji players that had these weapons, because on some maps, I'll just give you an example here, so you can kind of visualize it better. Just to kind of give you an example of why I think the dash rate weapons can work on the Kaji, because I actually had it happen to me multiple times, not just on this map. I'm going to show you what I mean so that you can visualize it and you can kind of picture where this will work on different maps. So the thing is, with these weapons, so you see how like they spin around like this? Usually when players attack you, they're trying to get to the Kaji, right? They can't see it sometimes. They know the vicinity, but they don't know where it is. So they usually end up hiding behind like walls and stuff. They're getting ready. They're waiting for their cooldown on their ability before they rush in. Now the thing is, with a Kaji, especially like on a map like this, when you use your weapon, it's actually going all the way through the wall. Look. So you see that? So then you kind of picture, okay, so how can you apply that strategy? Not just on this map, but any map with like cover. So let's just say, for example, there's a guy in front of me and he's trying to attack me. I can hide behind here and I can keep on firing until I get my ability. So that's what makes this build sort of effective. The only thing is you got to be careful how you use it, because I know sometimes when players put these weapons on their bots, they want to go in and they want to attack. That's not how you would play this. It's more of a defensive thing, where you're going to rely more on your mines doing the damage rather than you moving in. And if you combine this with like speed, it can be very annoying to deal with a Kaji that can hit you behind walls like this and you can't hit them, because what that ends up actually doing is it forces you to engage when you don't want to engage. So you're playing into the Kaji's strength, because then you run out into the open and you get hit by the mines, which is actually, that's why I think this build could be very strong if you play it right. Yeah, so I mean, that's just, it's not only on that map. Like you got to think like moon map on like power plant, the center on canyon map, you know, when they're hiding on the other side of the wall, it could come in really handy there. So I can see this working. Now the only thing is with your with the Lynx. So what I found actually when I ran the Basilius hit, or not the Basilius, the Leodari, it hits hard, but I found it wasn't enough firepower, because I would fire a shot and then I'm on reload and that's when I get killed. So that's why I don't know about those weapons. The Screamers might be better because it forces you to stay back. You don't get too aggressive, but then you kind of like, okay, well, if that is the case, then are you going to use maybe your Teth for a beacon runner? They can see, it's not that they, well, they will know that there are mines there. If they see that, you know, you're in a Kaji, they know that there's mines around there. The thing is, if you're getting hit, would you engage, or would you just keep on hiding behind the wall and get hit by these weapons? Chances are you're going to move. You're going to either back away or you're going to engage because you have no choice. So it's not a matter of you just sitting back there trying to heal up, because I'm pretty sure you're not going to do that, because you're now forced out of your position. So what you're actually doing is you're playing into the Kaji's strength. So this can work. This is very deadly to the Amit. You know, this Rex. I know this because when I'm in an Amit, I got to be very careful of Rex that get close. That's why they bum rush you, and they have enough firepower to kill you very quickly if you're not careful. Yeah, so this is a lot stronger. I do prefer it with Seeker, but I was trying not to run Seeker on all my stuff. Seeker's the meta right now. A lot of players will run Seeker. The sword unit has been nerfed, yes. I did was it a live stream or a video? It's not worth upgrading, but if you do have it, I would run like the arm weapons or something. because this way you can at least take advantage. There is another sword unit build which I tried out that Robert mentioned, with the Ultimate Punisher T, and what was the other weapon? I think it was Howler. And that thing was just shredding up, like, it was shredding up bots, but like titans. It was actually kind of crazy. Yeah, so well, not this build, but he was running this. And I think he was running with Shield Break, I believe. I can do a video on this. The thing is though, with this, it's you're more reliant on your actual weapons rather than the sword. But yeah, I wouldn't go out of my way to upgrade a sword unit if you think that the sword is going to do a lot of damage. Although I do think in the future, I wouldn't be surprised if they buffed it, the damage of it. Because it's, in my opinion, it's way too low. I think a better way to balance a sword unit is to increase the damage of the sword and then put a cap on the amount of damage that you can absorb by the absorber shield. I think that would have been a better balance rather than nerf the sword, because I mean, look at, so the name is sword quotations unit. That is the ability, and you've just nerfed like what it's, I mean, that's why it's called the sword unit. I don't think I would have taken the approach there, as in Pixonic's approach. They should have kept the sword strong and then capped the amount of damage you can absorb. My heavy blue weapons. Heavy, this one? I'm not sure which one you mean. It's weird how your ultimate... are you using shot grouping? I should do a video on this. Yeah, see, I have sharpshooter. You want sharpshooter on it. All I know is when I ran this, it was actually kind of crazy how I was shredding up titans. You know, I thought like regular bots, yeah, sure, okay, I get it, you know, because of the Punisher T. But then I started hitting titans and I was like, wait, is that damage coming from me? Like, I couldn't believe, like, some of them were getting shredded up like real quick. Put it that way. Why Reviver? Reviver's quite strong. I do prefer the Seeker just because there's so much stealth now. But Reviver does help you to stay alive for longer. I don't know. This is a weird drone. It never used to be good until like recently. And I started running it on like a lot of my tanks and stuff. But now we just have better drones. Again, it depends on what you're running. Like, for example, like a Fenrir, maybe I would run like the Scales drone instead. But this can work. Hey, Kron. Yeah, so this actually did kind of decent. Now I'm actually kind of wondering about this, what I said on Castle Map. So if you're dealing with a Hestatus, your turret could keep on triggering their shield until they run out. Then they'll be a lot easier to kill. I didn't really think about it until now when I started hitting that player. And I saw that their shield was getting triggered, the Hestatus. So technically, I guess you could use the Mars. Now, getting back to the question though, for like the live stream, you know, is the Mars worth upgrading for Champion League specifically? In my opinion, I would say no. But if you have it, then this is probably a build that I would consider. These Shion weapons seem to be doing really well. Like, is it just me? Like, are you guys running the Shion? I mean, so the thing is, they actually buffed, I believe they buffed the jaw. They buffed these weapons here. So when I was doing my ducks video, and I was kind of trying to optimize it, I actually ran the jaw weapon during that member stream, And then I was like, I wonder how the Shion weapon, maybe the Shion weapon would do better. And like within the next 1 to 2 games, I could like noticeably see the difference. It was like night and day. Like it's not even close. Shion weapon is a lot stronger. Like if it's stronger on the ducks, it kind of makes sense why it's doing well on here too. So I need to, so if you have these weapons, might be worth investing in them. Now, obviously it depends on what your bot is. Like there's some, you know, some bots, I don't know if I would run specifically this. Speaking of which, maybe we should have tried it on here. Maybe we should have, right? The Jotun? How much damage does MK3? I don't know, but I'm going to save you like a good couple billion silver by telling you don't upgrade it. You'll be disappointed, and you can thank me later because I've just saved you a lot of silver and probably gold too in upgrading. Maybe even upgrade tokens, right? Because when you get to MK, I think it's... I'm actually kind of tempted to try this now. Hold on. You know what? I'm actually going to run one game. I'm just kind of curious. I was going to end the stream. I'm kind of curious here because... Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to do... Let's just go for more damage. Because if it works on the Mars and it works on the Ducks, then I would assume that this might actually be kind of decent. The only thing is I don't have this on my baby account. But I am kind of curious to see how it does. I'll be able to tell as long as I stay alive. I just need to like see it visually. That way I can kind of weigh it amongst the other weapons we tried. He tormented the red team. I miss Jack. So I'm hitting him now. But wait, is that damage coming from me? I mean, that seemed like decent amount of damage. Yeah, these actually do hit quite hard. Uh-oh, he locked me. That's not good. Ooh. Yeah, these weapons are definitely... Look at how much damage I did to that guy. These weapons are worth upgrading now. They definitely worth upgrading. Yep. Like I said, I can see visually. I don't need to run a lot of games. Look at that. That's just like a couple shots, right? Oh. We're gonna see more players use these weapons. He had punches. Yeah, but punches lock you down, so you gotta be careful. I'm gonna get out of this. So you know what I should have done actually with this build, now that I think about it? I should have put the Friezo on there. I should have put the Friezo on there because remember, you're freezing players up. Ugh. Okay, what do we have here? Do I have my... Well, we can run that. Oh man, I don't have my Newton. Wait, what do we have on this? I don't have my Newton. What happened to Ugh. What is that? Trying to get here so that we can at least maybe get this beacon. Ugh. Oh, come on. Thought we'd at least get another beacon here. Guess not. I have to get beacons because you're running out of time. Why is it not turning? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Get those beacons, guys. We're on the spawn here. I can't get close enough. Shoot. He's gonna kill me. No! Oh! Wait, what? Who did I kill? What is my team doing? Well, anyways, I got the answer I needed. I think those weapons are worth upgrading now. The Jotun weapons, they seem to be performing pretty good. It's like I'm looking at how much damage I did on the Lynx relative to things like the hammer or like the Basilius. You got to remember the clip size as well. So if you run this on the Mars, I think actually not. I mean, you could use the Seeker, but your other option is actually to use a Friezo. Because one of the things with the Mars, it's kind of on the fragile side, right? So the thing is with the Friezo, if you freeze your opponent up, you actually get defense points. So you get this as well. So this might be a drone that is worth using, I think, on the Mars. Because the Mars is kind of a squishy bot. Now Pixonic. Well, the thing is they already know before you even mention that. Because I'm pretty sure that every month or so, what they probably do is they look at a breakdown of the damage of the weapons for each category. And it will stand out before we even notice it. Because remember, they're going by numbers, so they can see across the board. So for example, they can say, okay, what are the damage numbers of the Jotun versus the others? And they can also balance it based on, and they probably do this based on how many players are running it. Because they can see it on their side, and they can say, well, there's like 2,300 players in like Master League using Jotun, and there's only like 1,800 using Basilius. Like, what's the reason? And then they'll go through the numbers, and then yeah, if that is the case, then they will nerf. But they can see it. We don't need to tell them. They can see all of this on their end. Not like what players think. It's funny because players blame me for it, but the thing is they can see it on their end. It's kind of like if your game crashes, do you think that you need to actually tell them? The chances are they will probably detect it quicker than you will even be able to reply, because they will see it on their end. If there's a whole lot of players where their games crash, let's just say they're all using iOS devices, it will actually send a warning to their server, like it'll pick it up, and they will know that something is wrong that's causing the game to crash. Do I have the explosives expert? No, I think I went for more damage, right? Or no, I didn't even do that. Yeah, no, I don't have that. Oftentimes, like when it comes to that particular skill, I may not use it. If I feel like I want to get more damage in, then I would actually opt for the Master Gunsmith over the explosive, because that only matters if like they're near the edge of like a building or whatever, and it splashes and it hits them. Or I guess if you're hitting multiple players, it might matter too. Yeah. The showdown could... I was using this more just because I could regain that health. But the thing is, if you did, it's not really going to help, right? Yeah, but you could use showdown on here. Maybe I should have done that. They see also the... Yeah, they will. It will stand out. Yeah, when players report, they will see, like if multiple players report in different games, so and so hacker, it will mark them, so they will be marked. You may not see things like being done to that player, but they've been marked on their end. Thoughts on the Morana? Well, I haven't run it, but I would assume that it is quite strong. The stealth buffs, yes. Yeah, you could use that too. Princeps or Bedvia, which is better? Princeps right now is stronger. But that, again, that's provided you have the right weapons for it. But I mean, if we're comparing optimum builds, the Princeps with the optimum build for Bedvia, Princeps is stronger. Princeps is the meta, but that also means higher probability of future nerf. Okay, so before I get going, I don't know if Salamiboi is still here, but thank you so much for participating in this week's episode of Dream Hangars. So being that I have the Basilius giveaway currently running, that will be your prize. And for the ones who are interested, in Dream Hangars, or like for a chance to be featured in a future Dream Hangars live stream, when the stream is done, post your Dream Hangar. Okay, so just kind of use Salamiboi's comment as like your template. So you want 5 different robots. Again, it could be something you're building towards. It could be a theme. Make sure also that you include your mothership, your Titan, and more importantly, your pilot ID, because the last Dream Hangars, I actually saw a couple of Dream Hangars that I was thinking of choosing, but they didn't have a pilot ID, so I didn't choose them. So yeah, make sure that you put your pilot ID, because I need to cross-reference to make sure that you haven't won recently. This way I give, you know, an opportunity to someone who hasn't won on my channel. But yeah, make sure you post your pilot ID just in case as well, because what happened in the past, there were a couple cases where the winners, when they won, they didn't reply back. Someone tried to steal their prize. So they made up a fake profile, they copied everything, and then they tried to steal their prize. So make sure that you put your pilot ID like ahead. This way, if you get chosen, I can write it down before someone tries to steal it from you. If that makes sense. Okay. Let me just see. Can I explain why Princeps is better? Well, you have the stasis shield. Okay. So with this thing, you can activate that shield. It doesn't take any damage, but I think the biggest thing with the Princeps over the Bedvia is the ability to push them back. Now, on some maps, that can be extremely effective. So like on Castle map, I don't know if you were watching the live stream earlier. There were 2 players on the bridge. I pushed both of them into the gorge. It means that I don't have to fight them anymore. Like, they're not a threat. And if I can push regular bots, I can push Titans too. So if you're walking like your Bedvia across the bridge on Castle map, if you're not careful of the Princeps, it can push your whole Titan into the gorge. You will lose a fully maxed Bedvia just like that. Not just Castle map, but also Abyss map and especially Carrier. I've pushed so many Titans on Carrier map, like unbelievable. Some games like 3, 4 Titans with this Titan alone. That for me makes this Titan worth, like, in terms of value, higher than the Bedvia. Now, I don't know what they're gonna do when it comes to nerfing this thing. If they change the push, then we're kind of on even grounds, because then it really depends. It depends on also what weapons are in the game currently. So like the Princeps tends to perform better when you have strong mid-range weapons, which we do have in the game right now. Also, that's the reason why the Newton's performing well. If we start to see like really strong close range, then while the Princeps can perform well with that, I think the Bedvia might end up doing a bit better, because it's tanky. How many data pads? I don't know. I didn't check. Yeah, so this account doesn't belong to me, just FYI. Looks like we got 286. Yeah, the thing is, so I told Pixonic, this was a while ago. I told them that because they were giving me like 200 for each. And I'm like, I'm not opening that up, because my viewers don't appreciate sitting for 3-4 hours just to see what I want. And I told them they need to lower the amount. Otherwise, I'm not even going to do an opening. I haven't even done those opening videos in like years now, I think. I do it for my baby account, right? Because it's like more realistic, and also I don't have as many. But yeah, on this account, I don't know, they give me so many. I'm like, I'm not gonna do it. Close, medium, or long range for the Princeps? You want medium range. So that's why. So the 2 strongest builds for the Princeps right now, I would say would be this build here. Well, I don't have a maxed out one because it's on my other Titans, but so this is the strongest build for the Princeps. And then I think if you don't have that, I'm just looking to see what else. Then maybe Equalizer and Arbiter might be next. but both of these weapons are like mid-range. Like this one here is 600, and this one is, was it 600? Yeah, so you got, it's 600 is what I consider mid-range. Okay, so those are the two strongest. Now, just so that you are more prepared, the next update we are going to get, I would say more like long-range weapons because 800-meter range. So the new Titan weapons, that will probably work on the Princeps too, but it would be even stronger on the Newton because the Newton's choke ability is 800 meters, and those new weapons have a range of 800 meters. Which is kind of scary when you think about it. And I wonder if Pixonic has thought about this. Because if you have... I mean, just think about it. If you have multiple Minos, or not Minos, Newtons on your team with those new weapons, on like Dead City, what is the range? I mean, that's got to be like 600-700 maybe? From your spawn to their spawn. That means I could use the choke ability on someone in their spawn and hit them with the 800-meter range of that weapon. That's kind of crazy, actually. It's kind of scary. I'm kind of wondering if they thought about that, and they probably didn't, I'm guessing. Because, well, I guess we're going to find out if they thought about it. Yeah. I think actually the next update, Newton might be very strong. Don't be surprised because so for Newton to do well, you need very strong mid-range or long-range weapons, and we're gonna get that in the next update. We also have these weapons, and we have the Arbiter and Equalizer. So there would be like 3 different kinds of weapons that would make Newton strong, but especially the 800-meter range. Oh, that's gonna be ugly. I mean, could you imagine getting choked? Like, think about it. Like on Castle Map, the distance from each spawn, that, I mean, that's not 800. That's like 900,000 maybe. But you're almost in their spawn. Like you could, the minute they spawn in, choke ability, and then you hit them with those weapons. You can hit them from that range. That is going to be a problem for Princeps, by the way, because Princeps, I think, might just get smoked. He won't be able to get close enough. It would have to run those weapons too. Do I want you to post your ID in the chat? Talking about the ID. No, I already took down your pilot ID. That's the reason why I chose your Dream Hangar, because last week when I looked through the Dream Hangars, the posts, there were like I think 2 or 3 where they posted Dream Hangar, but I didn't see a pilot ID. So I chose. I guess it's good for you because, you know, I was going through the post and I'm like, oh, nope, no pilot ID. So I'm going to go to the next one. And I got to yours and you had a pilot ID. So I took down your pilot ID. So you can expect to get your prize when I announce the winners, which is probably going to be on Saturday night. You know, when I announce the winners, I start delivering the prizes. You can expect it then. I don't want to send it early just in case I mess up, because Pixonic is kind of slow at responding. But yeah, you can expect your prize to arrive then. So Saturday night / Sunday is when you'll have your prize. Two Princeps can own the field. Yeah, but you gotta be careful. Like, so if there's a Newton, those Princeps can also be messed up, because the thing with Princeps also, you have to hide and you have to wait for your shield. That's where the Newton comes in. If you're not in a really good spot, you're gonna get choked to death. Because that's what I do when I run the Newton. I focus down the Princeps. When they try to hide, then I expose them to my whole team, and I keep doing that so that I force them to use their shield. and it keeps getting depleted. And then eventually they don't have any shield left, and it's just easy kill. That's including a hover. No, you can use any bots. You can use any bots. We're not discriminating against like the kind of hangar. I mean, today we ran a Mars. I never run the Mars. I don't even know when last I ran the Mars. But you know what? To be honest, I was actually kind of surprised. I was expecting this to do far worse. So it's a good thing that they did buff it. They buffed the Mars, I think. I'm not sure what buff they gave it, but I vaguely recall. Anytime, Salami, anytime. And I hope I was able to help, you know, other players who might have had very similar builds. So I did do a video recently on the Teth, which if you guys haven't checked it out, make sure you check it out because I had a couple more tweaks for the Teth to make it a lot stronger. I also had, I'm trying to recall what else, the Ducks video. Yeah, I actually ran these weapons on the Ducks. That's why I was like saying, you know, they actually do kind of decent. You can see even with the Mars, like if it works on one bot, it usually works on the other bots. But I would say, yeah, I would say at this point, these weapons are worth upgrading. You know, it's getting to the point where now it's actually performing really well. Darth Vaderkin. Warrior, I think you were one of them that posted. You didn't put your pilot ID. I think you were one of them. Because I recall going through the list and I'm like, where's the pilot ID? I'm like, okay, well, next one. Next. The Teth. Yeah, so I've been messing around with this. I mean, so before the Velos came out, I was running the Ultimate Shredder, I think, on here. But I was running a hybrid build. So like I was running this with someone asking me why not run full the Hippo weapons, because the thing is when I'm dealing with players with shields, that's why I was using like shredders and the Myrics. So the Myrics is like a shotgun. The pellets blanket the shield like an Aegis shield and it knocks it down faster. So that's why I was using like this combination, and I was using the Seeker too. So the Seeker helps with like suppression and like blind and stuff, and also I can see players in stealth. So I was using like this combo with the Bifrost. But again, it's a very specific kind of you know, I'm not just focusing on the weapons, I'm focusing on the drone and also on the mothership in order to optimize like the Teth. Hi Jan. Okay, so that's going to be it, guys, for today's stream. Before I get going, thank you very much to Dark Warrior, Lone, Dominic Kine, Dies, Peter Cold, Alex, and Togi for helping to moderate today's live stream. Much appreciated. And also thank you to you guys for dropping by, supporting the channel. Also to Salami for participating in this week's episode of Dream Hangars. If you guys have not yet done so, make sure to hit that thumbs up. Also consider subscribing if you haven't already. We have actually quite a few giveaways currently running on the channel. And also if you are purchasing anything through the web shop, I do have a creator code, Adrian Chong, without any spaces, and that goes towards supporting the channel so that I can continue to do live streams like these, and it helps me help you guys out with like giveaways and, you know, sharing some of my knowledge. As far as optimizing your hangar, would really appreciate if you use my code, and thanks in advance. It's gonna mess with the showdown drones. Yeah, but I think I'd still rather have the showdown. Well, it depends. Showdown's good on some bots. Okay, that's going to be it, guys. If this is the first time you happen to drop by my YouTube channel or live stream, I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Dream Hangars. If you did, make sure to hit that thumbs up. again, consider subscribing if you haven't already. We have quite a few giveaways lined up for the next couple of weeks. We will probably actually have another one this Sunday. You don't want to miss that. And also make sure you enter into the Basilius giveaway very soon, because I will be selecting the winners of the next couple of days. And with that said, thank you guys for watching. Stay safe. And until the next live stream, I will catch you guys later. Cheers, guys.